Good morning all. First of all, thank you for joining this webinar by taking out this time from your busy schedule. Main objective of this webinar is to understand the need of customer distributors and address those needs with the help of Mobile CRM powered by Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Before we start, let's quickly take a look at the objective of this webinar. In today's webinar, we shall showcase a flexible yet scalable solution which can help a company with medium to large distribution network to have better visibility and control on their entire ecosystem, including partners, distributor, and customers, such as partner and customer onboarding automation, integrated partner customer mobile app, which will have price list management, order management, GRN management, list of invoices, complaints, etc. Easier collaboration with partners, unified view of partners' interaction history, transaction history. Now that we have gone through the objectives, let's look at the challenges faced by the distributor channel community. This will give us the insight on the key challenges, and post which we shall look at the benefits which distributor community can have from the mobile CRM. Current challenges faced by the distributors. Enterprise feedback management across multiple channels. Capture distributor issues more effectively during or after support calls. Check in with distributor on a regular basis to easily spot issues. Test new products, offerings and pricing with specific distributor segments. Create focus group for loyalty management. Analyze distributor feedback to help identify gaps and deliver insight on service, products and offerings. Automate the order management and inventory tracking process for better visibility and control. Benefits of mobile CRM are productivity, insights, collaboration, anywhere, anytime availability, integration with cross channels, agent efficiency, channel guidance, and adaptive service models. Mobile CRM helps sales organization to be more productive through a process-centric experience that guides and coaches seller as well as distributors. We also leverage the power of key productivity tools like Excel, OneNote, Office 365 groups, and Outlook in the context of customer and account records. With mobile CRM, sales professionals, distributors can stay focused on what's more important and build trust by engaging customers with the right message at the right time. It also helps sales organizations work together as a network to break down barriers and win faster. Finally, we offer salespeople distributors the ability to stay productive on the go by giving them access to critical customer information and insight on the mobile device they want to use. Now, let's look at the demonstration of the product, how we can begin these benefits to the sales and distribution network. Within product demo, we will showcase mobile app UI, order management cycle, SAP ERP data visibility, cash management, dashboard and analytics, process driven UI, and question and answer. So now let's look at the mobile app UI and its functionality. Before we start, let me highlight you that mobile CRM is available on all major OSs like Android, iOS and Windows, and also supports all devices. Moreover, it also works in offline mode, which means user can also use this app even if they don't have a data connectivity. Okay, so let's start with dashboard. Within dashboard, we can configure various dashboard which can provide insight to the distributor. For example, how many orders they have placed and on which date with order value, invoice generated for them, and how many active cases they have with the company. User can also click on any of this dashboard for further drill down and look at the further details till the child level entry. Likewise, we can configure as many dashboards as we want using Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Let's move on to activities. Within activities, user will get to know all conversation happened so far with sales representative or company by means of phone call, emails or appointments. And clicking on individual, they can also see the details about the phone calls, what was conversed, etc. Let's have a look at calendar. User can maintain the reminders like meetings, payments due, and all other important activities for timely reminder using this utility. Let's look at the products now. User can view the list of products with their active price list and other technical offerings information. Company can manage all this information from Microsoft Dynamics CRM. They can also click on any of the literature available, click on attachment and view the details of that individual. Now let's look at the orders option. From this option, user can view their existing order details and can also create a new orders as demonstrated by filling in the few required information. So here the options marked in red are mandatory. As soon as they've filled in few minimal information, they can create new orders. Click on products and start adding the products which are available for them. They can also click on more and change the quantity as per their need. Likewise, the new order is created with minimal effort in terms of time. User can also go within order, click on notes and also leave some special notes which can be communicated to the order team. Let's look at the invoices option. User can view the invoices generated by company which will be available within this option. User can check the details on invoices and can also download the soft copy if company policy allows to do so. So user can click on any of the invoice, look at the amount, if any discount given, what are the freight charges if it is applied, products they have ordered during this invoice, and any specific notes been communicated to them. Next is cases. Using this option, user can see the existing cases created and can also revert on the same, or they can also create a new case request as demonstrated by filling in few important information. So let's create a new case. We can also select a subject like related to delivery, so it makes sure it reaches to the right person within the company. Whether we are asking any question, we are raising any problem, or we are requesting something. So again, it helps system to identify the right person this request should reach to. And that's it, we have created a new case by filling in the minimal information. Apart from this, we also have a chat facility which allows the user to do the real-time conversation within a group created or with any individual from the available list. So far we are working in the offline mode and data is still not being synced with the CRM. So now let's sync the data so that we can view the same data on the Microsoft Dynamics CRM web interface. So that's it, the data has been synced successfully. Okay, so now let's look at the Microsoft Dynamics CRM. As soon as any user logs into the Dynamics CRM, they will see the dashboard as default screen based on their role. Let's first look at the order module where we should be able to find the order placed from the mobile CRM. Yeah, so here it is. Let's click on this order to view the details entered on the mobile CRM with many more other information. As we see, system has auto-generated the order number as per the sequence defined, and all the information entered in the mobile CRM is now visible here as well. As per the user role and rights, they can offer the discounts if applicable and also update all other details like status of an order and can also revert on the notes submitted by distributor. So on the left we can see the name of the customer, the details, the primary information of the customer, what is the credit limit a distributor has, what is the credit balance they are left with, what is their current outstanding and any overdue outstanding. We can also give a discount basis on the role and rights available. And at the bottom of the screen we can click on notes to see the any special note submitted by the distributor by placing the order, and we can reply on the same, which will be available to the distributor on the mobile app. You can also add any attachment if needed, which will also be communicated to the distributor over the mobile app. So from this screen, we can also click on the distributor's name and it will take us to the 360-degree view of the distributor, wherein we can see the account number, which is a linking factor between CRM and any ERP system available with the company, the territory this distributor belongs to, current overdue, and the account manager of this distributor. On the left side of the screen, we can see a primary information like name, type of relation with this customer or distributor, the primary contact number, email ID, website, parent account, and any confidential comments and information. At the middle of the page, we can see a social pane where we have a productivity tool called Yammer, using which all the users of CRM and even Yammer can communicate and talk on this account or on any opportunity working on this account. Within system post, it will keep track of all the activity happening, whether the order created, order cancelled, delivery status updated, and stuff like that. Within activity, a user can keep registering any phone calls they made, any phone calls they received, any email they've sent, any emails they've received related to this distributor, which will give a single view as a single window for them for their knowledge and information. They can also add new phone calls, new tasks, any new email they want to send, create new appointments and stuff like that. Within notes, again at the account level notes, they can keep adding here like their any special documents of any legal contract, any PAN card copies or any other important documents needed. We can also integrate OneNote, which is again a tool available under O365 offering, which also work as a collaboration tool and is also efficient for the sales people where they are on the move to collect all the minutes of meeting and any other information, which will be linked directly to the account and will be available to all the users. On the right side of the screen you can see the primary contact of this account, and we can also keep adding multiple accounts, how many people are there with whom we are coordinating and what are their rules. Below this we can see the option for the opportunity. If there are any new open opportunity, we are working with this account, below which we can see the list of cases generated by the customer or the distributor using mobile app is now made visible here. So while we are talking to them, we know how many open cases we have and what is the status of it. On the left side you can see the primary billing currency, what is the credit limit, whether the credit is on hold or no, what is the payment terms agreed while we onboarded this distributor, current outstanding, overdue and credit balance. This all information is been mapped with the any of your existing ERP system, and it will keep updating on a regular interval. While we proceed below, we will see the ERP related transactions like all orders so far placed by this account or customer with the date, amount and what is the current overdue. By clicking on any of this order, it will again take us to the order screen which we just saw. Just below the orders, we can also see the list of invoices generated into any of your ERP system is now made visible here. So your sales or account representative should not be in a dilemma to look into any other system. They can have all the information handy on the single window. At the bottom of the page, we have all other information like which industry this account belongs to, what is their company identification number, all the social information like Facebook, Twitter, whether company is a private company or a public limited company, whether this customer is been onboarded by any means of lead or campaign you have run on them, what is the shipping method you have agreed with them, and what is the freight terms. We also have an option called child account where we can link all the retailers under this distributor. So as a company you have a second level visibility, which is what I think a major need of the day for any of the company, that what is the second level entity and what are the activity happening with the retailers. And at the end there is an option for the contact preference, whether the customer or the distributor has allowed us to do any contact by means of email, bulk email, phone calls and fax, which makes sure that we are not disturbing them in case they have not opted any of this feature. So now that we looked at the 360-degree view of account, let's look at the case management, in which we will witness the process driven UI to make sure users are not missing any processes before proceeding on the next step. So let's take the case created from the mobile app for an instance. Okay, so here we see the process defined as per the company policy, like identify the case, qualify it further, do the research on the information asked, and at the end one can resolve the case post giving proper resolution or answer. The best part of this process driven UI is that it is configurable from the front end, and user having right privilege can define this process as demonstrated. So let's have a look at the process UI. So as we said, identify, the asterisk mark defines that this information is compulsory, without which you cannot complete this step. So once we have inputted that information, we can click on the next stage and it will go and now highlight the qualify as active stage, and it will mark identify as a completed stage. So for each and every stage we can have a different sets of information, and we can also make it mandatory or non-mandatory. So let's look at how we can configure this process driven UI. Let's click on the edit process option and it will open a new window for us. So here we are seeing the same processes like identify, qualify, research, and basis on the survey participation, if it is yes, we have something as a branch within it, basis on the answer given, and at the end resolve. So here I can change the name and I can make something else, on which entity this state should work, how many fields we want to capture at this stage and whether it is required or not required. Everything can be configured here. We can keep adding the stages in between, and at the end we just have to say save and activate this process. So it is as simple as this. So as we were saying, there was a branch in between, so let me show you how it works. If I go on CSAT survey participation and I say yes, it will add one more process in between, which will also ask some various questions, and if I say no, it will not be mandatory. So it is very active, prominent, and user will not forget anything while they are working on any of the cases. From the case management perspective, system has auto-generated the case ID as per the sequence configured, and the information entered on the mobile app is made available here, like the subject, who is the customer, and what was the case title. Again, using social pen area, user can post something on Yammer to any specific user or the group of the user. And to do so, there is a need to follow this. So I'll just click on the follow, and then the screen will allow me to post something on Yammer against this case. Using activity pen, user can record the conversation they made with distributor or any other department to resolve this activity and the case. So as we see, we cannot see the account level activity here because this is the activity specific to this case. So I can add the communication I made with the distributor or the department to do the qualification or the researching on this case. So I am just entering the incoming call from the distributor to me as a phone call record. So it will be recorded in the activity pen. Here we are seeing new option called KB records, which is very useful for the customer service department, as most of the query they can answer by visiting the KB articles available from them, which also means that case is been resolved within the date defined. These KB articles can be managed by the customer service department. They can be reviewed and then they can be approved and made available for the agents sitting on the case management team, which also helps them to identify basis on some keyword, and it will list all the KB records available for them. From the same screen, they can also share the KB records to the distributor or the user via email. System also has a capability to define the TET and workflow for escalation metric, which takes care of the SLAs you have committed to the end user, which means that at any moment system will not let you fail if your policies are in place and it is configured right. System will keep reminding to the seniors that this case has been generated and not been answered or resolved within the stipulated time frame defined. At the end, user can resolve this case by clicking on this option after giving the right solution or the information to the distributor, which means that they have worked upon, they have answered all the questions and queries asked within this case, and finally they are resolved. Now that we looked at the case management and process driven UI, let's have a quick look at the dashboard and analytics available in Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Based on the user logged in and the roles defined, user will have different dashboards available to them, like sales related dashboards for sales team and case related dashboard for the customer service team. Currently we are seeing the dashboard from the sales head view, in which we are giving them an option to collaborate with his team using Yammer, which means while looking at any dashboard he can start asking or assigning work to their subordinate. So in this case, sales head trying to highlight the outstanding of distributor tree to one of his team member. he can assign this role or the he can assign this task to a specific person, and he can say post. So from the sales head perspective, it is very useful on his move on the go from any device. He can look at the dashboards and can start assigning the work to his subordinates. Now let's look at the drill down feature available on Microsoft Dynamics CRM dashboard, which will allow user to reach the child level screen from the dashboard. So let's click on the actual orders by the day grid, which will open up a new pop-up screen with the records available. So from the same screen we can do the drill down as well as slicing and dicing. So let's say if I click on any of the bar, it will do the slicing immediately and it will highlight the data available within this bar. On the other end, I can also do the drill down. I can select customer name and I can click on go, and it will show me the name of customer or the number of customers available within that orders. I can further drill down and take some other field, let's say total amount, and I can again do the further drill down. So system keep allowing us to do the drill down at whatever level we want, and on the left hand side of the screen we can directly click on the record available and it will open up the order screen, which we have seen at the start of this demonstration. So it is very handy, very useful and very user friendly. System also allows to create new dashboard on the fly based on the data available in system, which proves how user friendly it is and yet robust. So let's go back to the list of data available, and on the right hand side we can create a new graph by just clicking on plus sign. It will ask us to give the name to the chart, new dashboard. It will allow us to select the field available, and in terms of horizontal, maybe let's say total amount, and that's it, and your graph is ready. So it is as easy as this, which will not take more time, and it will allow the user to utilize the data available and do their further analysis on their own. At the end, I just want to highlight a few common benefits or the features available, like all the data, all the dashboards, all the lists are exportable in Excel in predefined format. It also supports pivot table as a template available. So whenever you are throwing any data out, system will auto generate the pivot table based on the template created. With this, I would like to complete my webinar on Mobilize Your Business with Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Thank you for attending and giving the time.